Hello, welcome to Just Bird Tarot. Today's reading is for Libra singles. All right, first we have your traps as well as your grace, and I'm going to read those from the book for you, and then I'm going to hop into the reading. So I'll leave a timestamp above in case you just want to get into the reading, and let's just get right into it. The Oedipal conspiracy. This conspiracy is one of the best traps the ego has ever devised to maintain and build itself. It is caused by lack of bonding in a family. As a result, we compete for love and attention. This conspiracy exaggerates sex and sexual feelings, as they are no longer naturally subsumed under the love. The sexual energy is then repressed, although in some cases it is acted out in childhood. This exaggeration or repression of sexual energy gets acted out later in our relationships as power struggles, affairs, emotional or sexual deadness, or a complete lack of relationships. It either drives us to win while keeping us afraid of success, or it drives us to lose, thus keeping us afraid of failure. Every relationship has to deal with this conspiracy. Few people are even truly aware of it. Far less are aware that the lack of bonding that drives it is passed down ancestrally. This conspiracy is usually kept at a subconscious and unconscious level. It is usually covered over by all our roles, especially our family roles. As children, we often cover up this conspiracy by heartbreak and abandonment, trying to hide the evidence of the Oedipal, and thus banish our feelings of guilt. When we distance ourselves from parents or siblings, the ego tells us that we stole their gifts, betrayed them, and finally offed them. We're not allowed to say the word. If we examined this consciously, we would see it obviously to be untrue. However, the ego gets us to repress it, so we are no longer aware of it. With these beliefs, we either withdraw or become aggressive, while also adopting a level of self-punishment. These issues can affect our ability to succeed, enjoy intimacy, and even equality. It can affect health, abundance, and all our relationships. It sets up levels of disassociated independence to cover over the jealousy, heartbreak, and neediness that in turn cover up this conspiracy. It also sets up roles, sacrifice, fusion, deadness, affairs, codependency, and burnout to avoid dealing with this major conspiracy. If you receive this card, then you are locked in issues that most people want to deny and pretend are not there. They do this to their own detriment. If your relationship is caught in this way, then awareness and communication about this issue is essential. Otherwise, the fights, boredom, and general blight will continue. You are called to help bring bonding back to your original family and your current family through love, joining, forgiveness, centering, and giving soul-level gifts that can remedy this conspiracy for your relationships, family, and ancestors. Do not be surprised if over the years you clear layer after layer of this conspiracy. Each step of every stage pulls up new layers of this issue, but your relationships, family, and success improves with each layer you heal. One easy way to move past this conspiracy besides letting it go is to totally commit to your partner and to success. This cuts through the deadness and resistance of this conspiracy, allowing intimacy and success. Listening within. If you receive this card, the answer that you need is within yourself. If you have the intention, you will hear the guidance that will free you from your self-imprisonment. As you listen within, you build a stronger relationship with God. Your determination to reopen this level of communication increases the rate of your evolution with grace and joy. Heaven has an answer for every trap you get yourself into. No conspiracy is strong enough to stop the miracle that would free you if you were willing to let go of every grievance. In the same vein, if you let go of every judgment, then answers can come to you easily from within. In a judgment, you have already made up your mind about the answer, which is that someone is wrong and deserves punishment. Sometimes you judge that it's not only others who deserve punishment, it is yourself as well. When you give up judgment, heaven's way can come and you can hear the way to make yourself happy. Listening within frees you and others. It blesses you and the world. When you listen within, you bring heaven to earth, one graceful answer at a time. The answers that come to you are insightful. They are grace, bringing an end to the frustration of conspiracies. The undoing. If you receive this card, you know no matter how big the trap, you have been given one of God's trump cards. The undoing will proceed with the greatest speed in the kindest ways so that what you face emotionally will not be overwhelming. You have not been abandoned by God. It is you who did the abandoning. That is why it can sometimes be helpful to ask for undoing. It is always being offered to you, but your request for it helps you to open yourself to it and recognize that it is there. No conspiracy can withstand the grace that undoing brings. Sometimes undoing can seem magical, like when sounding the trumpets brought down the walls of Jericho. Similarly, when undoing is involved, trust your inspiration as to what to do. Undoing is the recognition that helps you realize that you need not put up with anything less than the truth. God's will is for you to be happy. Undoing helps to unlearn dark lessons, while at the same time, any lessons that are needed for success will be moved out of the way. Rejoice that you have been given a way through the toughest of problems in the simplest way. Undoing is direct and easy. It blesses the world with freedom. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Ooh. Dear Libra, how are you today? This is your reading for single Libras, and now that we've gotten the conspiracies and the grace out of the way, what I have as far as your T cards are concerned, let's see if I can bring them closer for you. Maybe here. Well, what we have here is a man, an axe, book, phone, an eye, and question. Okay, so what this is telling me is that there's some harsh words being spoken. um, Somebody's really trusting their intuition and doing some homework about a hidden conversation that this man is having, and trusting their intuition here about things that are hidden from them, having questions, questioning this person about a phone conversation or a text message or something hidden, some kind of hidden conversation, hidden communication. And she wants to, this person, she, he, whomever you are wants to kind of like uh, give this man the axe, and deal with, because what is going on? That's the question. Like, this person has questions about this man, and the conversations. So now, dealing with your traps, is this man representative of this here? Just curious, because this could be what happened in the past. We also have a mother figure here. For some of you single Libras, in order to actually be able to sustain a healthy relationship, you may have to resolve some issues with your mother or with yourself as a mother. But this is a mother-daughter relationship, and the daughter's pissed at mother, and she has her back turned on the mother, and the mother's kind of giving her a side eye, like, go on with your bad self. you know, um, because mother was probably a single mother here. We have two coins, the ace of coins. So you are a person, single Libra, that focuses on work and abundance. And that's kind of like what you do. That's your trap, in order to not have to deal with the conspiracies itself. So you just kind of stay stuck, and then there's this immaturity of rebellion and aggression and feistiness, as well as promiscuity, and it's an immaturity here. There's a bridge that needs to be built, that between mother and daughter, to bring the balance in, and so that you can have a new beginning and become a team with the three pentacles, a good working team together, good working family. But for right now, mother and daughter are at odds, and we don't need to be like this. We need to get daughter over here where we're looking toward one another, and not giving each other the side eye, the stink face, like, oh, look what you did, or whatnot, whatever it may be. Some of you are so driven, like money driven, career driven, just you avoid everything, and so you don't really have meaningful relationships as far as romantical ones, because you're too focused on money, material things. Less focus on material will benefit you, dear Libra. And if you have a smart mouth, that would be beneficial as well, especially at work. I'm just saying, even though this isn't really work related reading, but it doesn't really matter, work related, love related, doesn't really matter, because this is not really specific. This is just letting me know that there is a high a hyper focus on materialism, material things, and it's because it's the facade. I'm the strong, independent woman who has it all, right? I have it all, and and that makes things appear. It's kind of like, dress up the outside type of thing. It gives the illusion that everything on the inside is in good working order, that the family's great because we have all this stuff. Meanwhile, there's a bridge that needs to be mended in order for daughter's relationship to flourish. And this is for whomever this is for, you know. And as far as men, you chop them off at the knees because your gut just automatically tells you that there's something secretive going on, like your gut. If maybe you don't trust your gut and the early signs, or you chop people off at the knees because that's what you feel, you know you feel like things are secretive. You have questions. And this is about trusting your intuition. This is about questions, things that need to be answered. And this could be hidden. This could be closing a chapter with this man. Because and I'm going to be blunt. I'm going to be harsh. This is a harsh blow. And could be some harsh words exchanged because somebody did their homework, and is ready to give this guy the boot, get out, because I know which is the I know, this is the inner knowing, that you're hiding something, and it's in the form of communication, whether that's text messaging, on the phone, whatever. And if he doesn't answer to these questions, I think you're going to chop him up. I think you might be chopping him up already anyway. I'm just saying, cutting him up with the tongue. That comes up, aggression and feistiness. This could also be, like I said, promiscuity and immaturity. But this is there's a beginning phase here, right, with this Ace of Coins, to remedy this situation between a mother and a daughter. All right, that's just the bottom line. Maybe there's an issue over money. Maybe there's a mother-daughter who work together, that it's I don't know your life, so, but there is a bridge to mend this fence between the two of you. Whether your daughter or mother, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter which end. You have to meet each other both ways, and it will bring balance and stability. You'll be able to work together and, be united once again and not at odds. So that's what I have for you, singles. For you singles, a lot of questions, questions. So that's what I have. Please consider, if you've made it this far, to comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. Bye.